Greetings, Ron Smalek here, and what you are watching are my September episodes of the Minecraft Hardcore Challenge by Michael Deering. And what you will be listening to is me doing some informal interviews with other members of the awesome MHC community. This month's challenge is to assault an ocean monument in a specific seed which is in the description of this video. But in order to do that, I first have to cross through about 1,000 blocks of mushroom biome and find the only tree and hope that I can create a supply of wood. In this episode, you're going to see me get to that tree, and while I'm there, I'm going to be battling some creatures, hoping for mob drops, maybe some armor, maybe some gunpowder, maybe some string, etc. for the ultimate assault later to come. Enjoy. And today's special interview guest will be long-term MHCer, TechnaScribe. Well, I appreciate you being interested in giving me a little bit of your time. I think it might be interesting to just kind of interview a bunch of different people. And
Sure. Well, actually, Mike was looking for somebody to do that because Derp Guru used to do it for us. Whenever a new MHCer joined the game, she would do a whole series. You may look back on it. It was, I can't remember what she called it.
Oh.
I'll send you the link if I find it on Skype. She had interviewed me, it's been about 8 months ago or something.
Okay.
But she's in the UK, and it's really hard for her. Most of the players are in the US, and it was hard for her to schedule. And she did a lot of work because she would tape us. She had like this studio in her world. And she would tape us like coming into the world and traveling this whole thing and entering all these things and then finally getting to her studio. And so it was a lot of work, I know, for her. And she's a mom with lots of kids, and it just, I think it overwhelmed her.
Oh, that's
after
cool.
a while. Yeah, but you should go see them. They're really cool.
Yeah, I wonder if she has better questions than what
Well,
I came up with.
You know what she did? She would Twitter the few days before she was going to interview somebody and ask if they had any questions that they would like to ask that person.
Oh, okay.
And Mike tried to get me to do it, but I work full time, and it's tough to try to balance, between hobby and relaxing with what I do, and then also trying to do it. So I told him, I said, it would just be too much for me at that time. And I think it was during school, so that's why.
Yeah. I'm always overloaded with hobby stuff
Yes.
that I probably shouldn't overcommit to.
Yeah, I know, right? But he's been, like I said, he's been looking for someone to do that. So if you're interested in something like that, you can pick up where she left off.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, I always I always try to go a little bit above and beyond, like what if it's a community that seems interested in doing stuff more than just playing the game, which is what I'm kind of seeing here. I really like to support that. I don't know. I think that's the fun part, is all the people.
Absolutely. I mean, I wouldn't be where I am today if this wasn't a close-knit community like I feel it is. Because I started, I actually was watching another streamer on Twitch, and Derp was watching at the same time. And she asked that streamer, have you ever heard of this challenge, and would you want to do it? And then I asked her, so well, what is that challenge? And so we were talking back and forth on the streamers chat, which was funny. And so then I got started. I said, well, I'd been playing the game for about 3 years, but I hadn't really done videos. I'd done videos at school with kids, but I hadn't done my own videos. And so I said, well, I'll try it. And I just got off it. And then everybody in the community is like, supports you and watches you. And, you get to a point where it's like, wow, this is pretty cool. I can do this. I enjoy doing it. And it's really neat how they support everybody supports each other on it. Whether we're all little nanotubers, we just have small audiences, but we all support each other, and it's pretty cool.
Yeah, I really like the player list. I like the player update videos, the death video,
Yeah.
the death compilation.
Yeah. I'm getting more aggressive in my tactic when I'm commenting on my on people getting very close to dying.
Now I have to ask you: was I the first or one of the first to die last month?
Last month, I can't remember. I'm changing my format for this starting because this is going to be my second year starting with this month.
Wow.
Uh, and so, because I've already done a year of doing those death videos, and then what happened was I died, and I said, you know what, I'd like to put like all these clips together, and so I asked Michael, and he said, yeah, just ask him, I'm sure they'd be okay with it. And since I can pull the videos off of YouTube, I don't have to really.
Yeah.
I just ask for permission from the people. Some of them will say no. A few of them, like their kids, have died, and they were upset, so they
Oh.
didn't want to be on it. And I said, that's fine. I don't have to have them all.
Mhm.
So I just put, I hope you don't mind I including your clip. And as I said, I've only had one person actually say no.
Mhm.
And it just started off with that, and it's been going for a year. So this year, this one, I'm going to do it day one, day two, day three,
Mhm.
so that it's in order of the people have died. And before I just did alphabetical order in case somebody just wanted to see their video. Uh,
Gotcha.
and so this time I'm going to doing it actually by day. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure what day it was
So
on
so
yours.
so have you seen somebody's death that you would say is maybe your favorite or most interesting death in MHC?
Oh gosh, let me think back. There's been so many. um, I don't think of one that stands out. I mean, there's some that are very the explosive ones are the best because they just it's actually nice when there's a group of people playing because if they can capture somebody's death flying in the air, usually when it's just them blowing up, it's kind of it stuns you, because you're kind of taken back. But when you can see somebody else's video of somebody just like blowing up, that's the best.
Uh,
I look for the teams that say, oh, I hope they capture it because most of the times they're away from each other and they don't see each other.
right.
But when they do, oh, it's really good.
Now, I think the one that jumped to my mind I think it was Granny's Got Game. I think it was the Little House on the Prairie month where she was starving and she's getting to the village, and she's like 2 steps away from being able to trade for food and then starve to
Oh,
death.
yeah. Oh, that's right. That was and it's just like poof, and all of this stuff just falls.
Yeah. Now, so you've been doing MHC for over a year then?
Over a year. I
Wow.
started in April, and so this will be like what 3 months or 4 months into this year.
Okay,
Yep.
so was that the first one, or he's been doing it for
He's
2 years?
been doing it for 3 years.
Wow.
They'd already been doing it a year, approximately a year by the time I got into it.
Okay. What about from the months that you've participated in? Did you have like a favorite?
A favorite. I like the witch one.
The Marry a
That to
Witch?
me, to marry a witch, that was a real challenge
Okay.
because it was. I mean, it was. You really had to you had to tag her, and then you had to draw her into the room. It was a challenge. I mean, some people made it look easy, but
That's one of the ones I have a little list that I
yeah,
want to go back and do past ones because
right,
I'm pretty new.
right.
That one seemed like I love the creative theme of that one.
Yeah, it just the whole thing.
Mhm.
It's the first time I'd done anything on a mushroom. I think biome. I'd been playing for 3 years, and like I think I may have seen one mushroom biome on
Mhm.
any of the worlds that I've been on. So the fact that I spawned on a mushroom and just learning how that biome is
Mhm.
was
Yeah.
nice. But then the added challenge that, oh my God, I'm gonna have to tag her with a name tag and then try to get her, without dying, and then trying to get her into the house, and getting her captured is like that was tough. That
Cool.
was a tough one. This new one in September, that one's gonna be That was gonna be crazy.
Oh, so you haven't started this one yet?
Yes, I did.
Oh, you
I
did. Okay.
started it.
Okay.
Yes, and it's crazy.
Yeah, I think right before I started recording, my like a couple things popped into my head that I wasn't even considering from like a strategy perspective. Like, hey, there's no reads, so there's no books,
Right.
so no enchanting table, like, or at least not an easy one.
Yeah.
Things like that. And no, I like that there's no mobs in the biome, but I
Right.
also don't like it.
Yeah, it's just like you don't have resources like bones, for the trees.
Hmm.
Like the one tree.
Yeah, that's.
That
eh,
was crazy. He's
eh,
done that to us before. We had a desert challenge that I had to start over at least, I think, 3 times before, because you can't die in day 0.
mhm.
You start over again. I think it took me 3 tries to get to that one tree and for it to drop saplings.
Oh,
A lot of people in that one, that was a really tough one too. We had to recreate, I don't think I survived that one. I can't remember. You had to you had to do no structure, so you had
oh,
to recreate a village and populate it
hmm.
with
Okay.
so you had to find a zombie villager and cure him and all that. I don't think I survived that one. I can't remember.
Huh. Okay.
That was a tough one. So again, it was only one tree, and you had to go all the way across the desert,
To get it.
which there was nothing. At least this one you have food that you can keep along the way, and then you just need wood to make a bowl. But that one you just had to really go real slow and hope that tree dropped a sapling
Yeah.
because it didn't all the time.
Yeah. Yeah. I was so afraid of that this month, and the timing. So it's like I think 1,000 blocks away from where you spawn in the
Hmm.
water. And the nice thing though is that like if you go pretty much straight there, I think you get to the tree just before night,
Yes.
and it's like perfect timing for some tension when you get there.
Yes. Yes.
So now, what about like future MHEs? Do you have any like themes or any ideas that you're hoping he'll mix
No,
in?
I don't want to mention any because then he'll implement them and they'll be really bad.
Okay, fair, fair, fair.
Yeah,
Now,
it's like, oh my God, if I say something, he's gonna really do it. Oh, the jungle temple was a good one.
Jungle Temple.
Uh,
Okay.
there was a jungle temple one where it was called Naked and Afraid. We couldn't use any armor, and we couldn't use a sword.
Oh,
So,
jeez.
which wasn't really that bad because an axe and a pickaxe can be
Okay.
used as a weapon anyway. So everyone was supposed to survive naked and afraid in the jungle. And then I decided that I was just going to go from temple to temple because I found that after a while I started traveling. There was a temple almost every episode, or almost every episode. I found a new jungle temple. So I was just raiding temples. I was just going and raiding temples the whole time because I wanted to get to the edge of the biome because they're large biomes. I wanted to get the edge of the biome and get out of the jungle because I hate it.
Oh yeah.
So I was like getting claustrophobic. I said, no, I don't want to be in the jungle. At least if I can see the other biome, I'll be okay. So as I started to do that, to try to find the edge, I just kept finding temple after temple after temple.
Wow.
That one's a cool one.
And now I know you do solo. Do you also play any multiplayer teams, MHC?
Yes, we have. I started playing first with my sister and Frank and Honest and Oji Otosan
Hmm.
from OG Games. So we started doing um, uh, the team together. I think it was Frank, Mama, and me, and then OG came on later. And then we have a group called the Colony, and so that's their my sister's kids and OG's daughter,
Hmm.
Frank, and then a couple of other people that he was on team with when he first started MHC.
Yeah.
And so
The
we kind of all kind of congregated together.
I forgot what number episode it was, but it was in the August, like maybe 5 or 6. It was a very funny episode with everyone and the kill command and such.
Oh
It's a,
yes,
it's a good one
yes,
for people to
that
go
was
back and watch.
absolutely. And I played with we also Frank, Mama, and Jade played together. So I started the three of us started adding one extra person as like a guest to the team. And so we Jade LF joined us one time, and then Basket MC joined us, another from Gophercraft.
Okay. Now, and outside of MHC, so what kinds of things do you do in Minecraft? I know there's other challenges like base race and custom maps and mini game servers, and what sort of things do you do?
Well, we pretty much everything. We played adventure when we first started playing. My sister and I, and we weren't playing. We were just playing on my server. We did a lot of adventure maps with the kids, and then when we started playing with other people, we started doing more adventure maps, and we're in one right now called Jobnovia Nights,
Yep.
which
Yep.
is really a beautiful map that was compiled by some builders. It's apparently a lot of different maps that they've kind of combined into one big one,
Cool.
and that's a lot of fun. That one's a lot of fun. My sister and I played on MC Strike, which was actually like a Call of Duty Minecraft server that was just short, quick games. And we actually were in the beta version of that, which was, I think, about a couple of years ago, and we got really good at that one. But it just never took off like some of the other ones.
Sure.
Uh,
Yeah, some of the mini games and maps they'll get popular for a couple months and then they'll
yeah,
kind of move on to the next big
yeah.
thing.
Well, one of them, I'm trying to think of the name of it, was actually was really a big one. It was another beautiful map. The people who did they did custom terraforming, and it was based on kind of an RPG kind of thing. I'm trying to think of the name of it, and I can't remember. But they got bought out by Hypixel. When we were
Oh,
playing it, it was quite a number of people. But then when it jumped into Hypixel, it just changed completely, and so we ended up dropping out because I think we lost all our levels and things like that we had.
hmm.
But it's a really nice. It was a really beautiful, beautiful map. The people who did the buildings and the structures just did a wonderful job.
Now, is it on a server or is it a
Yeah, it's on
down?
a it's a server.
Okay.
It was. I'm trying to think of it. I can't even think of the name of it.
Well,
Um,
something for people to go search your channel and find those episodes.
yeah, I don't know. No, I don't know if we ever recorded any of it.
Ah,
But I do know there's. I'm trying to think. Zul'jin. Actually, I know that Zul'jin. He's another
yep.
YouTuber. He did tutorials on that game.
Hmm.
So if you go to Zul'jin and find the tutorials for a game, that's the game I'm talking about.
Okay.
It's a really nice RPG game that we enjoyed playing, and we play other games too. We played Trove and Cube World, and there's another one, Art Gauge. We've tried tons of them.
Oh, cool. Very cool. Well, I think it's time to start the interview. No, just kidding.
Okay.
Just kidding. No,
Oh no!
you
Yeah.
covered almost all my questions. That was very nice.
Good, good.
Yeah, is there anything else that you want to, promote on your channel or mention or just kind of tips for other MHCers? Anything you want to say in closing?
I think if there's anybody out there that hasn't recorded and an MHC and just thrown it up there, do it. If you, even it doesn't have to be polished or fancy, or just record yourself playing the game and just have fun, and you'll have lots of people to support you and follow you and watch your videos. And I think that's what we're all here for, just to help, just to get other people encouraged to do that, to do the same thing that we're doing.
Awesome.
I think the more the merrier.
Yes. Yeah, we'll make Michael work for his money when he does
Yes,
the
I know.
player
He'll
update.
100 players that he'll have to interview and,
That,
and try to watch. I think his family will disown him after that point.
yeah, I try to keep up with as many people as I can, and there's just so many that it's like some weeks I just completely miss, and
Oh
I
yeah.
watch his video and then I go, ooh, that sounds interesting. I'll go check out that person's episode.
Yeah, I think I do that as well, and I kind of rotate certain people that I watch. So
Yeah,
I'll because I just like, not everybody has time to do what he does. It's crazy.
yeah,
So I'll just kind of rotate through names and make comments every now and then because I think everybody likes that.
great. Well, I enjoyed talking with you, and I
Same
love tapping into the history of MHC, and I definitely wish you good luck in this current month.
Thank you. I wish the same to you.
Awesome. So that was a little interview with TechnaScribe, while in the background you saw me navigate about 1,000 blocks through the mushroom biome, get to the tree just before nightfall, and then deal with some mobs while trying to get some basic supplies. I do want to head back over to the mushroom biome in a few episodes, but I have several more awesome interviews to come. So go check out those channels, and I hope you enjoyed this formative episode. Cheers.